Okay. So I thought I found this cool piano piece. It's 2 pages, and maybe not the most legible copy that you could find, but it's the only one on IMSLP. And I thought there's some cool challenges here, and I should re-engrave it. It's only 2 pages, but it's got a lot of weird stuff, but not so weird that it's impossible to do or that it takes too much work. And there's a bunch of things in here that I don't even know how I'm gonna do. So I thought it'd be fun to take an hour and copy it out. I don't know what that is. So let's look at this. So it's called The Goblin and the Mosquito by Florence B. Price. I don't know if this work is meant to stand on its own or if it's part of a piano collection, or to me it looks like an etude or something. But it has some cool stuff like cross staff beaming. I forget if this is archaic or not. We'll see what happens. It's got a lot of these kind of grace note type things, with kind of odd stem direction there, and this double stemmed grace note thing. It's got this cool like interlocking. I'm assuming this is left and right hand stuff. I don't play piano. I mean, like, I barely play piano, so I'm not that good at it. But I assume that's like left and right. And then there's some really fun stuff on the next page. I love this. This looks really cool. And this wild grace notes in between the beamed eighths. Honestly, don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we'll figure it out. And then it's got codas and sennios and stuff, and octave lines and all that. So let's flip to Dorico. So here we are in an untitled project, and I'm gonna just show you one thing. I am on the MacBook today, which has a smaller screen than what I'm used to. I'm gonna, you could split it in half like this. I find Mac window management is a little clunkier than on Windows. Like you could do this, but that doesn't really work. And then there is this thing where you hold down this button and then you can kind of divide it like that. But one issue that I used to struggle with Dorico is that I would successfully put this on one side, and then over here the PDF itself is not available in this split view, because this window won't get small enough, I guess is the deal. It's different with every program, right? But what I found out is let me get out of this. Can I even do that? If you hide this top panel, because we can hide, that's fine. We can hide the side panels like that, right? And the bottom. So we can hide the top with Command 6, Control 6 on PC. If we hide this top panel, then it plays nicer with the split view thing. Kind of weird, but still handy to know. So I'll spend most of the time split view like this. First thing first, let's enter the title and everything. So we're calling it The Goblin and the Mosquito. And it's by Florence. I'm not sure what other relevant information we need right now. I don't know the year of composition. It's fine. So we've got that. We're going to get rid of the flow title thing. That's in layout options. Under flows. Oh, but now in 3.5 we can actually search. So we're going to get rid of the heading. Heading? Flow? Flow headings. Never. Great. Okay, so one of the first things first, we need a meter, which in this song is 4/8. Great. And a tempo, which is allegro. and it's marked as quarter 112. Okay. Great. Now, can I just zoom in a little bit? So we'll just go note entry first, and then, well, we'll see what we'll see what happens. So for cross staff stuff, I'm actually just going to enter this all in the bass clef. And I'm going to enter them as chords. So I press Q for chords. So we have A, and hopefully you can hear that. It's just coming through the microphone. I'm not like routing it. So there's our first thing. And then the next group of eighth notes is A, C. No, F, C. And we have sixteenths. Oops. And I'm gonna be lazy and do that. I think that's, yeah. And then we're gonna go like this. Move it up, and up. Interesting beaming. Cool. And we'll do this. We'll add the articulation. Which one is it? Where are you? There we go. Normally I have this panel open so I can see that. I wonder if that'll kick me out of the split view. Oh no, we're good. Great. To select chords, you can click on the stem and that will do it. If you can also just click the note and hit tab, and that will bring up the chord. But since we're selecting multiple, it's easier this way. And we need a dynamic. I'm not sure how to center the dynamics on grand staffed instruments, so whatever. And maybe lazy. Do that. So these grace notes, we're gonna enter note input mode. We're gonna hit slash, which brings up the grace note option thing, and we have G sharp, A, and C, and it's all slurred like that. Here it's above. I could flip it. We're gonna stick with what Dorico is outputting as the default for the most part, and see what happens. Also fingerings I don't know how to do, so I might do some Googling. We'll see. And then there's some dynamics. So let's see what happens if I do this. Hairpin, SF. Great, okay, cool. This bar looks the same as this bar, and I'm so lazy, so I guess I could do that. See what happens. Yeah, great. The articulations aren't written in again. I assume in real life they would be, you'd think they would be played. There should be a simile or something there, but whatever. Get rid of them. I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Oh. These grace notes don't have, okay. So hitting the bottom panel or the top panel will kick us out of that split screen. Okay, so we're getting rid of that. See, but you know, again, it's not so much a Mac issue, or a Dorico issue, as it is a Mac issue. Whatever. We'll just paste that. And now I don't know the best way to switch back. Get out of that. And get out of that. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. Oh well. So this... So interesting. Let's see what happens with these grace notes. Okay. Let's see what happens. I don't know. What do we have? B, A, E, C. Okay, it's not so bad. I have many questions. LH? I'm not sure. Oh, I guess that's why the stem is flipped. The question is, how do we add Shift V for voice? Oh, it's not A, it's C. There. Oh, that's pretty painless. Okay. I wonder if there's a key command. Well, like, we can probably filter for grace notes. Yeah. A key command for switching the grace note type would be nice. And for getting rid of that rest. I think I made a command for this. Apparently not. So my key commands are a little funny because I use the Stream Deck. So I have all these really long-winded key commands. So I'm not going to remember Option Shift 7. So let's just make another one. So that's in Preferences. Key commands. We're going to search for remove rests. And we're going to add our shortcut, which is, for me, it's Option R. Makes the most sense, which is assigned to something else. Note input, reply to comment. I'm never going to use that. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so remove rest. Will it work? What? 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 Where's my key command? Okay, so we're gonna go search for remove rests, which I know is here. Option R. Add key command. Okay. I wonder if that conflict messed it up. Reset key command. Let's do like oops. Control Option R. Great. Please work. What the? Okay. So, for whatever reason, I don't know how to remove this rest. It's something to do with voices. Something about voices. Normally, like if I'm here, if I select this bar, I can go edit, remove rests, and that will remove the rest. Okay. Something fiddly about this. If I try to remove the rest, nothing happens. So there is a workaround. It's a pretty silly one. You select the thing, and you go custom scale 1, and that makes it essentially invisible. I mean, this drives me nuts, but there it is. I don't know if you're watching in non-HD, you probably can't see that, but there is the quarter rest there. Don't know. You can also actually change the color. That might be the better thing to do. If it's not in front of anything, although in this case I think it will be because there might be a dynamic there. Yeah. So let's see what happens when we put the dynamic in, and there's the left hand indicator. We'll do this. Also, that's weird. Aren't grace notes supposed to touch the ledger line? Oh, no, maybe not. I mean, they're generally not touching lines. Interesting. So a couple things that get slurred. And then I should have done this actually. So there's a crescendo. Huh. Coincidentally, that doesn't collide with the rest. We're still going to make it a custom scale of 1. Let's move on. First, let's get rid of this thing. You know what? Actually, let's change the engraving options for grace notes. Grace notes? Is it engraving options? / on stem. Maybe it's in notation options. Maybe it's not anywhere. Scale. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to do this a lot though. Interesting. I mean, actually we don't need to do it a lot because we could just, after entering everything, we could select the entire piece, filter for grace notes, and then do it with 1 click. Good. Okay, let's carry on here. I'm going to try to keep doing this split screen thing, but if I need the bottom or top panel, it's going to kick me out again. Whatever. Okay, so we're now in bar 5, and we have 8th notes. We're gonna go E, and repeat the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Great. This one is back down. And then we're in totally different territory. Okay. Cool. They're all staccato. And mezzo piano. Up here. Oh. And again, I'm a lazy guy, so I'm always looking ahead to see if there's something I can copy and paste. That's good. Great. Okay. Is it this bar I'm on? Interesting that that's a quarter note. Yeah. Oh, there were articulations on those, weren't there? Oh no. way now. Oh, actually this. Hmm? Good. Diminuendo. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. SF. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, hairpins sometimes don't behave the way you expect them to. Because I selected from this note to this note because I wanted the hairpin to terminate on that note. But Dorico tends to terminate the hairpin like at the end of the note value, which is really the beginning of the next bar. So what I wind up doing, I mean, technically this is fine, but you could either shorten it like that, which is graphically what we want. What I wind up doing a lot is doing this. Instead of selecting to the end, I select the note before where I want it to terminate and then enter the dynamic, and that usually, yeah, does the trick. Cool. Now I missed these articulations and yeah, cool. Here? I'm gonna do that every time. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. This just looks like this. Oh no, it's not. Okay, this is really this. But higher? It'd be nice if it was just like, yeah, literally just up a tone. Cool. Took coda last time. And there's the Senyo? I mean, I don't really want to do like the roadmap stuff right now. But DC El Senyo. DC El Senyo. And then the Senyo is... Shouldn't it be DC El Coda? Isn't that the same thing? Don't we use Senyos for like DS? Like I see DS El Coda. Huh. I'm gonna see what we can do here. DC El Coda, DC El Fine. Yeah, that's strange. I'm gonna put the... Is this a coda or is this a 2 coda? 2 coda, here we go. Cool. Yeah, and we'll figure that out. It says 2 coda last time. DC El Senyo. Huh. Yeah. It's kind of unnecessarily verbose. This looks fun. We're gonna enter this all in the right hand, and then we'll move them down. This is just... it's not the same. Cool. Okay. E, D sharp. Oh, and that's I wonder if that's natural. It must be, eh? Huh? Okay, now that's... I kind of want to just keep going, actually. Good. I realize this is not the best way to... Ah, damn you. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. Cool. This is why people have 2 monitors. Oops. good. And then that nice chord at the end, which we'll do. Oh, I can't even see that. We will do C sharp, E, G, B flat. What chord is that? It's a, what is it, diminished 7, right? C sharp diminished 7, right? Am I embarrassing myself on the internet? Yeah, okay. Cool. And there's a dynamic, and this, at least the bottom one is flipped. Now, I can't flip the whole thing, so actually this note, we are going to change the voice. Like that. That should do it, and then we're going to... What? Oh, have I been working in the wrong voice? Voice, change voice, down stem 1. Oh, okay. Change voice, up stem? Flip, there, cool, that looks nice. I don't like that natural, but I guess it, you know, sort of ought to be there. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Look at all this. I've been entering them in, I guess, down stem voice 1. Not a big deal, I think. Up stem. Yeah, so that's good. Now the thing I just want to check for is these here and compare them to what's going on here. So this is bar 5. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's get back to the task at hand. So we'll do the articulations. Now, is that... No. How do I do... Oh, shift 3? No. What are you again? Oh, duh. It's embarrassing. You know, I'm trying to come across as a pro user here. It's really not often working. So I'm just selecting every other note now. And I'm going to hit M to move them down. I think that's what I want. And likewise, oh, I guess with, oh, interesting. Okay. Like, you know, you would think if this was like harp, I wonder if you would actually do this, you know? But doesn't look like it. We're going to add this crescendo here, which is just over 2 bars. It's actually a little unclear where the crescendo terminates. I don't know if you can see that, but it's one of these crescendos, which we'll just make it over this right here, which you can actually just enter as a hairpin and then change it with this panel here. Gradual style, crescendo, and we'll put it on top like that. That looks cool. I mean, I would prefer just crash, like a crash with a dotted line. And I would also prefer a, you know, a dynamic that you're crashing to, right? It looks like we start on mezzo forte. So actually what I should have done is this. Oh, weird. Mezzo forte between the staves and then crescendo above. Oh, right. That's so funny that I'm flipping these around. Yeah, Yeah, so these things think they're together. So what we do is we go to dynamics, and then it's either ungroup or unlink. I can never remember. Let's see. Yeah, it's see, I don't even remember what I just said. Ungroup, I think. And we're going to change it to crescendo. The MF here is looking kind of ugly, but we'll figure that out later. I'm really curious about these fingerings. Don't know how to do that. Now this is gonna get weird. So I guess what we're going to do, like, why is this? Whatever. Oh, and it's actually, yeah. There we are, and we're gonna change these, and in fact may as well grab these. I haven't made key commands for these. Voice down some 1. Interesting. Let's see. This should work. And did I make a... Yeah, I did make a key command. Great. So what I've done is I've selected the things that I want beamed together, and I made a key command that works. I don't know why the remove rest thing wasn't even... Whatever. Option B, I made into the beam together command, because I wind up using that quite a lot. If you don't have that, you can just right click anywhere with the selection made, go to beaming and beam together, or split beam. And then we're going to remove these rests, which hopefully works. Are there any rests in these bars? No. Well, let's see what happens. Come on. Okay, cool. Flip some stuff, and then I think we're good. Not bad. I like that. Looks nice. Okay, moving on. This bar here, this is going to be the same kind of thing. Now, did we miss anything? Yeah, there's a dynamic, but really we should be adding dynamics later in the process. Or at least that's what I would do. It looks like it terminates on the E flat. It's under the staff. Oh, also we're removing rests. Oh, right, that's not a right click thing. Cool. Carrying on. And then this is this another two-voiced situation? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like the way this is written. Like, why isn't... I'm gonna do this bar first because it looks more fun. So we're gonna add a bar. I mean, we could really add a bunch of bars. Okay. So what am I doing? A and B flat. So there's that. And then we have E and F. And then it's just the same thing, repeated. But, oh, and they're all staccato. But we want, see, we could do this with voices, or we could do this another way, actually, which might actually, beam those together, and then beam these together? No, it doesn't work, okay. They have to be different voices. So, what do we want to do here? These, so those are up stem, so these are down stem. Loving the sound of that. Voice, down stem. You know, you can turn on, I really should turn on voice colors. Up stem 1, Yeah, okay. Kind of took care of itself. If we want to really keep track of what's what, we turn on voice colors, and it makes it a lot easier to see everything. Oh, this bar is annoying. Oh, again, laziness above all. So, but what was the deal? Like, the B flat is upstemmed. The A is down and beamed. I don't know why, but we're gonna just do it. Good. Good. Interesting that these don't have staccato. And it says piano. And this is mezzo piano, which we'll just, oops, no. Great. And we're gonna remove the rests. Bueno. I mean, I kind of like that, but it's not what we want. Okay, now we get into more just straight ahead notation, which is kind of nice. We haven't even gotten to the hard part. Notice chord mode stays on, I guess, between note input mode. So you just have to be aware of it. If you see the plus sign at the caret, that means you're in chord mode. And if you see it up here, likewise. So, A, and then more. Da 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 da. Is that right? Yeah. And then that's a cut and paste job right there. Aha. Yeah. So because I removed the rests from the bass clef, you can't normally, oops, you can't just like click in the bar, like click a rest and start entering notes. That's because of how removing rests works. So what we could do, what could we do? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so here, the easiest, simplest way of doing this, and am I in the wrong voice again? I am. So interesting. Voice. Upstem. Great. Yeah, I just noticed that because of there was a bar rest inside one of these bars. What am I doing? Right. Easy way to just start entering notes after removing rests is you start in a staff with some notes, hit enter, and then move down. So, B, no, that's not B. D, F, B, A, E, and C sharp, E. Oh, there's our chord again, which is written in 2 staves instead of 1. That's funny. These guys are staccato. These guys are not, but they are beamed together. And these are staccato. What are these? The first note is good. Yeah, and then for this part, I'm just gonna copy and paste. because it is the same. Yeah, it's the same. In fact, it's the same. Okay, cool. So I copied on that beat. So we're gonna do this. Let's see if the voices mess things up. Sort of. Is that good? Everything's the same. Same. Good. Is it really MP? Yes. E. Let's go up here. And D, G sharp. And they're beamed. And there's staccato. Whoops, that's funny. You're beamed, and I assume you're staccato. These guys aren't. The slur's there, that's good. Good. Okay, and now we get into basically the top of the song again. Is it? Yep. Without the staccato. And then is this the same? Yeah. Good, okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. Same. 4. Great, okay, so top 4 bars. Good. And the dynamics are the same. Good. Okay. Oh, you know, I could really be in galley view. That'll take a sec. Oh, it didn't. Great. Okay. So now we're on this fun, kind of cool part. And this is all good. Oh, we're missing the SF. Ugh. Here's what we do. What the heck? What's going on? I'm losing my mind. Okay. This. Ugh. Now, is this just a galley view thing? No, it's not. Oh, what a pain. What the hell? What if I do this and, like, group them or something? Well, that didn't do what I wanted, but are dynamics attached to voices? Maybe not. We will figure that out later. Because I want to get to the fun stuff. So that's EF. I'm looking here now. EF. Oh, that's weird. Normally that would work. Okay. EF. What is that? AB. Oh, it's not. No, it is EF. It's just another octave. Cool. Bling blong. AB, yeah. EF, AB. John's so lazy. We're still gonna have to switch voices and stuff. So like you and you are going to be upstemmed, which is upstem green. Should I know this? I guess it's blue. This would probably be a pretty useful set of key commands to make, eh? Oops. Great. Blink, 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 blink. And in this case, we don't need to worry about the upstem, downstem stuff. We're just going to do that. And the next bar is the same. And then it happens again 2 bars later. So, check that. Interesting. Interesting. I find this rest situation kind of weird. Whatever. And I'm also wondering where this piano actually goes. We'll put it here. Cool. It doesn't look like that's right. This is MF. This is the same as the top of the tune. Is it? No, it's not. I'm realizing now these don't have these things. Are these flipped? They're downstem there. Are they downstem here? They are. Okay. Cool. These are downstem. That's okay. Great. That's so annoying. Huh. This is one of these things where it's like, I'm pretty sure it's just something I don't know about. Moving on. So we have that. And we have essentially this phrase again. Yeah. Followed by... and you can enter articulations first if you want. And this is the same, but this is a set of eighth notes now. Also, this is mezzo forte. And it's not staccato. That's weird. And then we have something very simple. And then we get into double treble clef stuff. Cool. Oh, what note is that? So that's A. And it's staccato. And that's also A. So I'm just going to do this. And it's piano. And the next is... So that's... Is this just A, BA? Or BA, GA? Now, what happens... Interesting. Okay. I guess I say interesting a lot when I don't understand something. Cool. And cool, actually. So I'm going to add a clef, so that's shift C for clef. And I guess you could, I think you could enter treble like that. But it's way quicker to just enter, what is that called? A G clef? Yeah. So it's just shift C and then G. Likewise, if you want to enter a bass clef, you could write bass, or you could write F, which is because that's called an F clef. Cool. Okay, now here's the kind of wild and crazy part. Oh, and it's AVA. Now this is slightly unclear to me if both staves are meant to be AVA. I don't know. So where are we here? Right. So we're taking a look at... Oh, there's a double bar line there. Okay. To do that, I hit Shift B for bar or bar line, and you do 2 pipes. Like pipe is the key above enter. I'm on a Mac right now. I'm assuming it's the same on Windows. I bet though there's probably like a, I wonder, double? Yeah, okay, cool. So you can do it whatever way you want. So I was a little confused. I mean, I live in a constant state of mild confusion, but this 8VA line throughout is only on the top staff, but we're in 2 treble clefs, which and just the way it's written really suggests that they're both staves are 8VA. I don't know if that's normally what you would do on piano, because I've definitely seen piano parts where one staff has an octave line and the other staff is clearly not an octave higher. But I sort of cheated, and I looked at a YouTube performance, and it is indeed both hands up the octave. So we're gonna just enter it as it's written. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna just enter everything in the bottom staff. We're gonna enter it in the octave that's written, and then we're gonna put the 8VA line, and then we're gonna bump everything up the octave. You'll see what I mean. So, we're all 8th notes. I could enter the 8th notes first, I think. Oops. See, oh no, my that's awkward. Can we... Whatever. C, and then C, and then G, G, and now we are on 16ths. We have A, C, E, A, C, E, and what is that? G. Cool. An octave down. Oh, this whole thing should be an octave down. Right? Yeah. Cool. These are staccato. The chords are staccato. And the last note is... This dot's on the stem side, but I don't really care. And this is slurred. Okay, now we're gonna select what we want up the not up the octave, up the on the next staff. Ooh, what a beautiful slur. What do we want? Now we want the grace notes. So the grace notes will add some space. Let's see what happens. So I hit question mark or backslash or forward slash, whatever slash that is. And I'm looking over here. D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, cool. Oops. D, E, F, G, A, B. Great. And 3 of them are up here. Ooh, boy. Okay, we're getting into some... What if I flip that? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay. I mean, the spacing rhythmically is a little insane to me, but that kind of works. Now, this looks like it's the same bar. So we will do this. And again, we'll deal with this grace note thing later. I wonder how... okay. Oh, it happens again. Okay, cool. And one more time. I'm really hoping that these are all identical. This is a very good way to make mistakes, by the way. I don't like this splitting of the secondary beam. I think that's the term you use. I wonder if there's something in beaming or if it's something in engraving options or notation options. Interesting. You can split the secondary beam, but you can't like beam the secondary beams together. What if I do that? Oh, okay, that's it. Does it bother you that this isn't like evenly dispersed? It kind of bugs me. Okay, well, I don't want to do that now because I'll forget that I need to do it for other ones, so we'll move on. So we have that, and now we have this little thing here, which is just G to C. Is this what I want? Like that? No. Great. We'll flip it later. No, we'll flip it now, John. You're being lazy. Okay. Oh, and the left-hand, right-hand stuff, which I shouldn't really do now, but I will. I think you can find it in playing techniques. Now, here we have like italicized and lowercase. The built-in playing techniques here, so it's in the playing techniques area under keyboard. There's like the Latin or Italian or whatever it is, MD and MS for like dexterous and sinister or whatever, but there's also RH and LH. Now, where was that? Where am I? So this over here, it says it's right hand, so you can click that in. Yeah, little big, I think. I don't like that at all. It looks huge. I wonder what this... Oh no, that's we want left hand. Something like that. I don't know. Dexterous. Great. I don't know. Is that even necessary? We could also just make our own custom ones. We'll do that in a sec. Oh, one more thing. As much as the cross staff beaming stuff is pretty easy in Dorico, collisions between stems and beams and stuff and dynamics, those are not handled automatically, so you wind up with that. So you will have to manually adjust, I think. So on the third time through, it's piano. Again without the staccato. And then this is the same as that previous bar. Where'd it go? I guess I need more bars. Cool. And we have a double bar line, and this is the coda. Oh, so this is the DCL, well, al coda, but al segno here. Yeah, whatever, that's weird. The Cool. So actually, so this is a coda. Now, I haven't done a lot of coda stuff. So that's under repeats, repeat section. So this is a coda. Nice. And then this here, I don't know if I put it there or whatever, is DCL coda. DC L coda. It's pointing here. I don't want that. I want that. That's weird. Right? DCL coda? That's what we want? Is that normally aligned like that? Like, I feel like it should be like over. I don't know. Okay, well, we're actually close to being done here. The coda looks a lot like the top. Well, the beginning does anyway. So where was that little passage? Oh, we didn't do our octave thing. So this whole section is up the octave. Where are we? Here. So this whole thing. This is under clefs, I think. Yeah. Yeah, even Dorico doesn't want to do an AVA line for 2 staves because I had it selected and I tried to enter it and it didn't really work. I wonder if I can copy and paste this. Ugh. Like that? Something? Oh, why are you like that? Ugh. Interesting. So now we do want to, God damn it, John. We do want to move everything back up because when we add the line, now it's it moves the notes down, right? So we're like that. What will happen if I hit play? Yeah, right. So cute. Cool. I would love to put this 8VA line over. It doesn't want to go over. Oh God, what just happened? So this is going to be another we'll deal with it later situation. I wonder, yeah, how do you do, like, normally you don't see 8VA below a staff, right? But you wouldn't want it like this. Interesting. Okay, let's do this coda, and then we'll switch back to page view and see what it looks like, and then we'll clean stuff up. Oh, right, but I'm lazy. I don't want to do this. Copy it, go to the coda. Oh, the coda must be bass clef, right? Must be. Oh, it's missing the original here is missing the clef. I wonder if you really need that. Okay. And there's no dynamic. Yeah. Sorry for flipping back and forth here. And then this looks like new music. I don't recognize that part. Okay. We're gonna do this. Oh, and again, once again, the articulation isn't there. We're gonna make that like that. And then that's an E. And then up here. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah. Right. And they're beamed together. And then this bar repeats-ish. It's kind of hard to read down there. This is a C. And then these guys go down a third. Is that right? Not quite. Cool. Then we have this cute little part. A. Fun. All staccato. This guy's flipped. These guys are flipped. Presumably it's left hand. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. So we're in chord mode, and by the way, I've been adding staccato and everything else after entering the notes, but you can actually have it on beforehand. I just generally forget to do that. So C and E. Oops. It's weird. Cool. C and E. And then G sharp and A. Cool. Same. Well, I'll do that in a minute. Because now we have something interesting. So we're changing voices with V. We've got, and we're eighth notes, G sharp and A, and then E. And the chords are stacked differently, which is sort of weird, but whatever. Like, if you can see, the G sharp is underneath the right hand chord, or in this case it's the A. Now there's something cool. I believe you would use something called voice column index or something, which I think is just found in engrave mode. Voice column index. So we're looking here. I think this is how this works. What have I done? What have I done? What am I trying to do here? What am I accomplishing? Nothing. Maybe it's this. Maybe I want to select these. Maybe not. Why doesn't that work? I thought that's how you did it. Now my accidental's all weird. We'll deal with it later. Doesn't matter. Okay. Also, arguably, I think that's fine, right? If anything, it looks better. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, John. Cool. So I'm just hitting R to repeat that. Presumably that's okay. Yeah, D. Is it lazy to just do it this way? A little bit. How do I? Yeah. Oh, it's not even on the right beat, John. Okay. And there's this little dim thing, which, like I said earlier, oh no, this is funny. In this case, the hairpin ends on the eighth note. Weird. Cool, and that's all AVA. What if I just hit 8? Does that work? It does. Cool. Okay. Do that, and then this guy is G sharp, so that's the same as this. And it's labeled as 16. I was under the impression that we actually call that 15 now. Like, what if I do that? Yeah, nothing happens, but what if I do this? Yeah, 15 is the proper way to enter it, right? So it's a math thing. Cool. And that's the last bar. So what did I miss? Well, obviously tons of stuff. Now let's go back. Let's just admire our work and see how it looks. It's 2 pages. That's nice. That got taken care of. Fun Dorico 3.5 shortcut is you can hold down a key. I'm holding... Oh. Well, maybe it doesn't work so well when you have Keycaster on. But you can hold down tilde or whatever, and it gives you sort of an instant print preview, right? So it takes away the colors, it takes away the system track and all that. Okay, I mean, it looks like not bad. The other thing you can do is you can just go to print mode, and that gives you a better impression. Obviously, this is an issue. Also, I'm wondering about page turns. Okay, so I think it is looking okay considering we just entered it. Couple things I just looked up and are rather useful. I was a little worried about some dynamics. I wanted them centered in between the staves, and they're clearly not. Like, look at this mezzo piano, not between the staves. But some are, which is kind of weird. So I looked it up. What I did here, for instance, is I added this. Here, I'll delete it. I went here, Shift E for dynamics, MP, like that, and then it goes below the staff, so I flipped it, right? What I should have done is entered it in the top staff, and there you go, perfectly centered. That I had that issue here because I started entering notes in the bottom staff and then deleted the rest up here, and I did the same thing, just by force of habit, like that, because I want something to click and then invoke the popover or whatever. What I should have done, because like I've said before, if you click up in the top staff, you generally don't select stuff, whatever, blah blah blah. An easy way to do it is click the beat that you want, hit enter, and then press up, and then now you're in the proper staff. So that's good. Now I wonder though, like, this is in the right staff. Oh, it's pretty ugly though. Oh right, that's because of the crescendo thing. Herg. I mean, why not just like not do the cross staff beaming? You might, I don't know. You could like flip them all or something and then do some masking. I'm not really sure what the solution is here. And I'm not about to, oh god, what have I done? There we go. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not about to fix that. The other cool thing that I didn't know is there's actually a fingering popover. So if we look up here in the second bar, we have a little first finger, fifth finger thing. This is cool. I had no idea about this. So I go Shift F for fingers. Amazing. And then Shift F, 5. Look at that. Interesting. Let's see. Let's do like a couple more fingers. Let's do this. Looks cool. Under the crescendo thing. Where are you? Here. I can't read that. I guess it's 2. So we're gonna go. Again, this is why people have 2 monitors. Shift F. So 3, and I normally, if like anything else, like lyrics or whatever, I would hit space to go to the next note. So let's see what happens. Nice. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Oh no. Right, of course that's gonna stay 3. Duh, of course. The top note is going to stay 3 because it's you're just repeating the same note. Come inside? Okay. So what we're going to do, 3, 2, 1, space, space, 3. Do these fingers make sense? 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, whatever. Not a piano player. Let's see. The other thing that I'm wondering if we need to do manually or need to do it in notation options is this beaming, like the how the secondary beams are split. Let's open up notation options. Beam grouping. And oh, we can search. Well, whatever. It's right there. Don't split. There you go, easy peasy. Okay, so that takes care of that. And hopefully that doesn't interfere with like any other choices. I don't know. I'm going to turn off the voice colors because I find it really distracting. Great. There was another thing. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, page size. So I think page size was the thing I was concerned about. So I realized I just started writing this stuff in, and it's only 2 pages, so we don't actually really need to worry about page turns. I mean, right? Like, whatever. But I did realize I'm not actually sure what size page I was even working on, and if I was to print this out at home, I would want it to be on 8.5 by 11 or letter. Now, you can open layout options if you want, and you can actually look under page setup and see what size it is. Or you can, if you're in print mode already, this is kind of nice. You can open up these layouts and it will tell you what page size is being used and how many pages will print or get exported. In this case, this will just happen automatically. When you create a project, you'll get a full score layout and a piano layout. In this case, obviously, it's tomato. I'm pretty sure they're going to be exactly the same. Oh, except for the fact that I got rid of the flow heading, and this one will say piano, but I don't think we need that. So anyway, we're gonna change it to letter, and this will change the layout. Actually, this is one thing I like doing. So it takes us to bar 24 on the next page. What happens when we shrink it? I think it's shrunk, right? Like A4 is slightly larger than letter. Let's see. What happens? 25. Wait, what? 24. Oh. Okay. So we get an extra bar on page 1, which is nice. And the coda is... Wait a minute. Now we're on 3 pages. Also, this should technically follow the choice, whatever. Well, we don't want that. So we're gonna shrink things. So sorry if I'm kind of speaking randomly here. We shrunk the page size from A4 to letter, and that just now our music is just slightly too long for 2 pages. But obviously we can fit it in. Probably just by reducing the staff size, which is not a big deal because this is currently huge. Well, it's not huge, but it's big. So let's see. Did that do it? Yeah. Now it gives us this trailing empty page, which is interesting. It's weird. I wonder if that's just like a sort of glitch that happens in print mode. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So the reason that we mess around with page size and staff size, but we don't manually move things around, I don't know, like, honestly, I do this so little that I barely know how. But the reason we don't go in and say, oh, okay, we need more space, so I'm gonna like scrunch these together and then, you know, put this staff on this page, is just everything generally looks good by default. So if you can manage it just by shrinking the staff size and it's still perfectly legible, just do it that way. It's just so much easier. I wonder if codas are supposed to have like a break. Whatever, that's not important. So obviously there's still work to be done. Particularly like the crescendo, and I want to look through it and just make sure everything is kosher. This, for instance, bar 14. Oh, is that it? Huh, interesting. So let's do this so we can see this. So I'm normally put your staccato dots on the notehead side kind of guy, but in this case it really makes it look like this is a dotted eighth. So what are we doing here? Oh, but that's funny. That's weird. It just looks cluttered to me, but my instinct would have been to put this dot down here because that way it gets out of the way of the notehead. But in this, we actually have the other dots on the stem side, which is weird. I wonder. Let's see what it looks like. And we don't need to be in engrave mode for this. It doesn't... Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. I don't know. Yeah, that looks kind of weird. Am I crazy? Does that look better? There's probably a rule about this. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I don't know. That looks weird to me. I think I like them both stem side. Again, there's probably a rule. And then there are other little things like aligning dynamics. Like, I feel like these really want to be in a line, even though they're not really related. What happens if we do that group dynamic thing? Yeah, I mean, at least that, of course, now they're not centered, but yeah. I don't know. That might be a judgment call, because now they're not in line with this. To me, it's worse here. Like, this is more annoying, and here, of course. So let's see what happens if we do this and this and this, and then group them. Oh, I might have grouped them without the hairpins. Interesting. Can we move them all? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Neat. What happens? Okay, I can. Ugh. So I can move them individually. Cool. What else did I want to talk about here? Oh, the coda text is kind of big, and it looks weird with the crescendo thing. Oh yeah, the octave lines. Yeah. Oh, and obviously this stuff is really, really messy, these dynamics. So this, yeah, I mean, you could do something fun like this. I wonder Yeah, like masking is pretty easy, and I think you don't actually need to do this, but it's kind of nice that it's so straightforward. And maybe this is just me, because in a lot of programs masking things is a pain, or in my experience it's a pain. I always think masking looks kind of professional. I don't know. That's totally me. One thing with Dorico is sometimes it's a little confusing what gets erased. So in this case, this is interesting. When you have this selected, you can see that it's masking, like you can see the border, the erasure padding or whatever they call it. But the thing is, it's only erasing things that Dorico considers quote-unquote background objects, and stems aren't background, and I don't think there's a layer system. Like you can't move things forward and backwards in layers like you can in other programs. I remember Sibelius having that feature. I could be misremembering. But if we drag it over, you'll see it breaks the bar lines. I'm not sure I'd want that, but whatever. Oh, yes. Okay. We're going to get to the octave lines things, but first we're going to select everything and then grab all of the grace notes and make them all the like non/thing type, and then that handled that one choice in one click, which is nice. Now the octave stuff. So the thing is, this is gonna be one of those things that like Dorico wants you to do it properly, so you're gonna have to wrestle with it, I think. Like what I want is this line to be over here, but because I entered the notes in the bottom staff, Dorico sort of thinks, well, there's nothing over here to be, brought up the octave. So, can you hide it? Maybe. Can you do that stupid scale trick? And then color, just in case. Opacity, eh? Maybe that would work. So, I mean, there it's hidden, but well, we could have hidden either one. And then we could go in engrave mode and just drag this thing up. Oops. Like that. But again, I'm not sure what the rule is with an octave line. Oh, weird. Is this whole thing... I don't like it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Great. Nice. And this should be... I mean, I'm assuming a coda would be above the octave line, but I really don't know. And then this should actually terminate there. I think. Yeah. The other... My other question is... Like, in proper notation, I think both staves need the octave line, so I wonder if it would be okay to put the 8VA below the staff, because normally you have 8, VB or BA or whatever it is, like an octave below, you put the line below the staff, an octave above you put the line above the staff, so it would be a little confusing, but whatever. Looks kind of nice. So I'm gonna clean this up, and I'm not sure if this is public domain. Oh, okay, here's one thing. We need to get rid of this flow 1. What are we gonna do about that? So this is a master, what do you call it, master page thing. I'm clicking on the wrong thing, ignore that. So flow title. So rather than just like clicking this and deleting it, which you could do. How do I do this? What am I doing? Rather than doing that, what we're going to do is go to what you would call the back page or project info, and the title is going to be, actually, can we do this? Wait, yeah, copy info from project. Yeah, cool. Great. And I think that's what we want. We would like the title on both pages. And if not, then let's just see how it looks. So, yeah, looks nice. That does, again, dealing with this later on my own time. The other thing you could do is just this, right? Oh. I guess you can't have an untitled flow. Well, what about that? Right, so I hit space. I don't know. But I actually like having the piece title on the top of the page. Cool. So yeah, I don't know if this is public domain, but I'm going to clean it up, and then if I can, just put it on IMSLP, because I think it's a cool little song, and why not have a more, I don't know, modern presentation of it? As charming as this is, it's nice to bring stuff up to date or to modern standards or whatever. Cool. Okay, I hope that was helpful. See ya.